Hi, I'm Gary. Gary's Spotted Marketplace here with Brian Maxwell for Champagne Day. So Brian and I talked about, we had about 10 champagnes we wanted to taste. We figured have some fun with it. And then Maggie jumped in and said, why don't we taste them blind? And she'll pick them so we have no idea what we have in front of us. We have 3 champagnes, we know that. They're from France because it's Champagne Day. It's not Cava Day or Prosecco Day, although we love Cavas and Proseccos. Why don't you start smelling? And what we'll do is we're going to taste all 3. And then I think we'll talk about them and go 1, 2, 3. As simple as that.
Perfect. And we'll tell you why we like them and what we think they're for.
And also, in what we're getting out of the nose, if you notice, we're tasting them in regular glasses. You know, champagne flutes are better for the dining experience, but for tasting, I want to get as much aroma in the nose as possible. I swirl champagne like I swirl wine to get the aromas. It's not good for long term because the bubbles start to dissipate quicker, but I think for here it doesn't matter.
You don't get as much mousse or any of the...
Don't you put mousse in your hair?
I usually put it on pies, or it's the filler for pies.
You getting anything out of the noses? You know, it's funny. I find the middle one the most aromatic right now for me.
I think it's the most tropical too so far. It's got really flavors. There's a lot of mango involved in it. And number 3 to me would be the most yeasty.
Which order are you going in?
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, okay, good. I want to make sure we're in the same thing. So 1, 2, 3, or ABC, or...
First off, they are all excellent.
You tasted all 3?
I tasted all 3.
Oh, I didn't yet. I tasted 1. I liked, of the noses, I liked 2 the best.
I agree. Me too.
3 was kind of a little yeasty, a little more wild, but I liked it. 1 was a little mild.
I think a little two-dimensional maybe, you know?
But the flavors were good. I tasted 1, the flavor was good. A little light, a little, what's the word? Lacking excitement, you know, but very good quality. You want to tell me about 2 while I taste it?
See, I think 2 is... the camera really doesn't show, but it's much paler in color. It's not as golden as the other 2. B, I think it's the most balanced. Wow. It's really friendly, you know. There's not
gives me a little more acidity, a little more of that zing on the tongue, which I really like.
I like to call that like the lift, you know. It's very lively.
Really good.
Yeah.
And you're right. I look at them, and 1 and 3 have a little bit more gold, yellower, where 2 is a little paler in color. And
so are we in ingredients? For once, that number 2 would be our champagne of choice?
I just finished tasting number 3, and wow. I totally agree. Number 3, I like. It's got a little lemony on the finish.
It's really citrusy, yes, I agree.
Really, and that to me is a little too much for, I bet with the right food. 3 will, the citrus, the lemon will pop and you'll like it. But just for drinking now.
It's angular, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's.
I got to tell you, for my choice, wine number 2 is the winner.
How can I agree with that?
So wine number 2 is the winner, and then between 1 and 3, totally different styles. So it's hard to pick which I like the best. I think 1 is a little calmer, where 3 is a little bit over the top. Can I unveil?
I think 1 is a little bit more complex than 3. That's just my own opinion. I would definitely go 2. 1, 2, 3 would be my choices if I had to.
I think I would do the same. I hate to say that.
We got to reshoot this.
Ball Roger is A.
Like that means anything to us.
1. That was wine number 1.
Wow, how awesome is that?
I don't know what it is.
I read it. Oh, Jesus, what? So that's Dumont and Fille, which is a grower champagne.
Do we carry this?
Yep.
I didn't know.
Retails for under 30, I believe, around $30.
And
that was good too. And Doyard, which is another little grower champagne.
We carry this too?
Correct.
I thought we were tasting Dom Perignon.
$39.99.
Maggie.
This will be somewhere around 30, and this is $39.99 as well.
So I think what we've tasted here are 3 really good sparkling wines, 3
All
good champagnes.
excellent.
But for me, this is still my pick.
I agree.
I'm Gary with Gary's Wine and Marketplace here with Brian Maxwell saying to Champagne.
Cheers.
Day.